A very, very warm good evening. Sorry, just one second. Let me try and get the angle right. Yeah, this won't get better because I've forgotten something to bring along from Germany. So I have to try and do it this way, trying to keep it the way. Yes, a warm welcome from Delhi. I am in the capital. Another Indian football live discussion on a day that the Indian women won 5-2 against Pakistan, and Chennaiyin FC scored a 3-2 away to Northeast United FC in an exciting match in Guwahati. And let's also talk about the upcoming derby. Shillong set to host the first ever games in the Indian Super League for Northeast United in the next year. So that's also good news for the Indian football fans. And as always, as I like to say, like, share, and subscribe arunfoot here on YouTube, as well as follow my other social medias. And and let's have another interesting discussion today. And today, of course, we'll speak about it. Hi, Rishabh. Welcome to the others as well. So yeah, let's keep on growing the community. 1,834 people currently who follow arunfoot here on YouTube. And let's keep on growing the community, as I always love to say. Also watch the other videos that I made. Have been made a video day before yesterday, which made yesterday, which I published today. Thomas Tuchel, the new coach as of England, as the new manager, raising the question, is the AFC biased against Indian football? And of course, Kalyan Chaube versus Bachchan Bhutia, what's the latest on that and other things? Do watch those videos and do always keep on supporting, and thanks a lot, guys, for your support. Northeast has are good going forward, but backline sucks. Yes, but I would see it from two fronts today. I think on one side, yes, the defense looked shaky, but on the other side, I would say that the forwards didn't score of the opportunities that they got. So I think it's a combination of these two factors which enabled Chennai to Chennai to win the game. And therefore, from my perspective, it's a combination of both, that good attacking intent from Northeast United, but again, very, very easy mistakes from the defenders, which allowed Chennai to score 3 goals, 2 of course which came off corners. The first one cleverly, Wilmer Jordan against his former team. And on the other side, the penalty, which was also clearly won. And all these sort of small little factors come together to allow Chennai to score another away win. So that's them. And again, it's a combination. I think Northeast United have to be at their ideal best to be able to win matches. We saw that also against Mohun Bagan. To me, they also look better. Another match that they lost 2-3. So therefore, they have to get the results that they, I think, seek and look for, and which makes it quite difficult. But the potential surely is there for them. And let's see if they can turn it around or not, or if they're going to lose these close ones, which make them a huge difference in the ISL season. Any update on friendly November venue or any other match? Rishabh, nothing that I am hearing of at the moment. I haven't heard at least anything confirmed, but as we know, we're going to play Malaysia, and supposedly there is another game coming up, but there's been no confirmation from the AIFF so far about a second game for the Indian national team in that window in November, right? We only played a game in October, and it could happen again in November that we might be only playing one game instead of 2, which of course would be ideal for us. Especially players like Dinesh and Longban need to improve a lot. Yeah, but again, Dinesh towards the end, of course, also did that very, very important clearance, so therefore for me, they had their moments in a positive and a negative way. And let's see what they can do. it's a big test. It's a big test for Northeast, and especially also for the head coach Bin Ali, who, we've all praised a lot when they won the Durand Cup. Also the way he played last season, but to me, I thought he didn't have a plan B. He didn't have a plan B. I don't know if certain players are injured, but it looked like there wasn't another option that he could fall back on and try to create pressure on Chennaiyin FC. And again, hats off to Owen Coyle, who got the best out of his team. And let's see what he can do. What happened? 1 second. Yeah. Jitanam has failed, Parthiv failed, all the players that are hyped by the fans, 90% of them fail in second half of the season. They should trust the coach and stop overhyping players. It will be good for both. Yeah, we're not even in the second half of the season, I would say. Showcast, good evening, first of all. According to me, Jitan tried. Jitan set up the first goal also. But consistency. We come back to the word consistency, and Parthiv certainly has not been as good as he was at the start of last season. I think he needs to do a lot more to try and be better. But from that perspective, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge for him and for the other players. So as always, consistency is I think the catchword in all of these things with Indian players. I think that's the big challenge for our boys. Is can they be consistent in their game? Can they be as good as they need to be able to get the results that we expect of them, that we want out of them, in performing on a regular basis in the ISL, which will then enable them to improve in such a way that they can make a difference for not only themselves but also for the national team. Shimula says, sir, do you like the old 4-3-3 formation, which I also like and prefer with roaming wings, or the modern day 5-3-2 formation with 3 at the stopper back? Shumulo, to me, it's not a question, in my opinion, about the formation. If it depends on the players and what do you have available. And to me, the question at the end of the day is, if I have players for a certain system, then the coach has to play that system. Period. Right? To me, it's not a question of if XYZ coach plays like this or it plays something different. The coach has to be practical. The coach has to know what kind of players he has, and therefore, 4-3-3 looks better. It's more attacking. I'm a 4-2-3-1. I like that formation quite a bit. I think that's let's see what the coach does, but 5-3-2, 5-4-1 sometimes, maybe even, or a 3-5-2, depends on how you see it from a defensive or from an attacking standpoint. So therefore, to me, I think it depends. 4-3-3, of course, always looks better, but you have to have the players to play that system. Thank you, Santosh Kashyap. Yes, my journey was good. Took an evening flight. Sorry, yesterday evening I wanted to do a live in Frankfurt. Sadly, Frankfurt Airport is typical. Haven't traveled from there for quite a while, and I know why. Took quite a while to get really from the train, check in, security checks and other things. It took me around 2.5 hours, everything, until I was sitting, and that was too late. It was too full, so I couldn't do a live yesterday. Sorry for that, guys. Wanted to do a show yesterday, but just didn't happen for me. And to me, was good. Landed actually 45 minutes before time because we had good tailwinds, and had a very busy day in Delhi over here, and then on the way back started watching the ISL game. Watched it on Jio Cinema, actually. Quite good coverage, I have to say. And yes, I saw quite a bit of ads even during the play. I don't know if you faced that as well, which I found awkward. And looking at the temperatures at the moment, we were talking the other day about the water breaks. This weather to me in Delhi, 32, 33, I guess, way too hot. Yes, water breaks are needed. Sorry, at least if you ask me, as someone who's based in Europe, water breaks are needed. Scoreline doesn't justify India win. Pakistan will score 2-3 more. India will struggle against better opponents. Santosh Kashyap, or should I call you Manolo? To me, very, very clear is important that we won. It doesn't matter how. First matches are, so therefore, I take the win. And again, Pakistan, with all that is happening in Pakistan football, I think both the men's and the women's team are not settled yet. Let's wait and see. Imagine if Anwar scores 4 against East Bengal. Devjit, nothing more to add what the PSC has done. So therefore, for me, the less I say, the better, I guess, with all that has happened over the last few weeks and months. But again, to me, it is something which I say is, it's, as I said, the less I say, the better on that topic. And it's just, in my opinion, just shameful what has all happened in that case. Not understandable, at least to me. I don't know if I understand things wrongly, but and again, East Bengal are under such pressure that if he scores an own goal, I really don't know what the reaction will be. Can Jamshedpur host international matches? Santosh, that's a good question. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if they've got a FIFA clearance for hosting matches. I don't think they have. So what if this delay of Anwar hitting hot India in March, if he gets banned in January later? All possible. Santosh, all certainly possible that these kind of things can happen in the Anwar Ali case, because Anwar Ali so far has, it's dragged on and on and on. And again, let's see what it takes, the whole thing. Sir, Qatar currently 4th in qualifying. Do you think they will miss the qualification? Hope that happens. Chetan, could happen, but I don't think it'll happen. I think, I think they'll get into the top 3. I think they'll qualify, and they're too good. I think Qatar are one of the teams that I think, they will show their class. Guess who I am? Santosh, I thought, without even seeing this, I thought you were Manolo Marquez, so that would be my question. Another, where's your home in India? Shomo, I would, if you ask me my home in India, then that would be, to me, is Kolkata. That's my home. And but I'm currently in Delhi. I'll be one of the speakers tomorrow at the CIS Scorecard Conference on Sports, talking about Olympics. So that's one of the things why I am here. So as you are in India right now, I would like to request you to give some knowledge to these legacy clubs and how to run a club. Santosh, who am I to give them gyan? First of all, the question is if they would like to hear it or not. I guess not. And if they don't want to hear it, I guess I shouldn't be in a position to do that. It's people to decide what is right or what is wrong for their respective teams, for their respective clubs. But for me, again, it's not in my position to force it on them and say, guys, you should do this, you should do that. It's for them to realize and decide what is right, what is wrong, and if they don't do that, it's not my problem, it's their problem, sadly to say. So therefore, maybe that's the reality. Hi Blue, yes, I am in India. I'm currently in Delhi. Akash says Qatar will manage just like they managed World Cup hosting rights. Akash, again, stop that paranoia. Sorry, I said that to you the other day. So therefore, again, can India beat Malaysia? Is it realistic? Santosh, at home, we are always better than away. So from that perspective, why not? Why shouldn't we beat Malaysia? And it looks to me that Manolo is sort of settling down with his team, with his squad. And from that perspective, it'll be interesting to see how he can get the results out of the players, So therefore, yeah, why not? Why not? I think Manolo, another window, few more different players. Let's see what he can get out of it. Hi, Pujan. Shubham Vijay to you as well. Good to see you also, brother. Hope you are doing fine in England. I'm also traveling to India next week, but no Mohun Bagan matches during my stay. Yeah, gosh, that's something is like that. We did draw last match, but I don't think we improved except Farooq over Manveer. Blue, it's a process. I don't think it's going to be from one day to another that India is going to be suddenly a much, much better team. I personally feel and believe that it will take quite a bit of time for us to improve. And it's not going to be something that, from today, tomorrow, and suddenly boom, bam, and India is a much, much better side. No, I don't think so. I think it'll take its time. And it's something which will, which will take its own course and own time, because I feel, Manolo is trying to do things, let's see. Let's see what India can do in the November window. Ashish Negi said Delhi FC have filed one more case against PSC in Delhi High Court Bajaj ABC misusing system. Yeah, interesting. To me, if you ask me, if you look at the current scenario, this whole case has gone in a way, it's gone down the wrong route. It's there where it is. And let's see what happens in the long run to this case. Where can we see your conference clips? Shum, I don't even know if there will be conference clips. I don't know if CII will post any conference clips. I'm sure there will be pictures of it, but I'm not sure if they're having video footage of the conference tomorrow. Will we continue 5 back? Blue, I think it's maybe against superior opponents. It's an opportunity for Manolo to ensure that the defensive line is more solid, because if one makes a mistake, maybe there are 2 others to cover for the other centre backs. I don't know, maybe that's his approach. I'm not sure. As I said, Manolo is safety first, and then it's safety first, then there's creativity ahead of that. So therefore, not sure if it's going to work for him, but we'll have to wait and see. Good evening, Gear on Rare. Welcome back. Will women rule different from men? Hubana Devi score free kick inside the box, 3rd goal. Let's see. The women have certain potential, but the others also in South Asia. And for us, I think that's the challenge. And to me, the question are, I'm not sure where we stand at this moment. It's a challenge, so let's wait and see. But with a win in this game, and with the next matches coming up, it looks very likely that we'll already secured the semi-final, and then let's see how far we can get. Honestly, I'm not able to see any hope with this national team side. Akash, let's wait and see. Never lose hope. That's my only, only piece of advice. So, what are the qualities that you like about Cristiano and what you dislike? What I like about Cristiano Ronaldo is his work ethics. If you ask me, there are few players in world football who like Cristiano Ronaldo in that way. But on the other side, I hate his antics. It's just not good for football. A lot of kids, a lot of amateur lower level footballers copy those things. And I think if you see, for example, Portugal, is it always good that he's still playing? Sometimes I have my doubts on that fact that it's good for Portugal that a Cristiano Ronaldo is still playing at this age. Bangalore FC setting the new norms again with their new campaign to support women. They've seen very different kind of club when it comes to create a culture. Yeah. Again, you will say that BFC does it. I can say Mumbai City does it. Other things are set by FC Goa. So setting norms. Very positive campaign, of course. But there are different clubs who set norms across the ISL. Any chances that Manolo may change the lineup in November, or is he going to change and try other players? Chetan, let's wait and see. I can't see look into the future. Manolo has made certain changes, and then let's see, maybe he might bring even certain players back. Let's see what he does. I saw some clips of Vietnam game of players who are basically jogging most of the times. I don't know how Manolo is tolerating this. Akash, he has to tolerate this because this is the best we have. Again, this is one thing we need to, you know. If Chante somehow comes back to his best, we will be in good position. Let's see, Chetan. I hope that Chante gets better because at the moment, sorry. Where are we? I hope that Chante gets to the form that he's capable of, because I think that's a challenge in itself for Lalinzwala Chante to perform to the level that he's capable of. At the moment, he's nowhere near that. But interesting, last season, of course, we saw he didn't have a good start to the season, but the longer the season lasted, the better Chante got. Sorry, guys, quick sip of water. But if we don't rapidly improve, our Asian Cup qualification is in danger. Yeah, Blue, that's the danger that we have, right? That if we don't perform, we are in a situation that India could be out. Yeah. Did you watch today's game? Yes, Blue. I was watching it though traveling. I was able to watch it. I watched it on cinema, and the quality was quite good, I have to say. Hi, Kumar. Welcome back. My question is that in the box, a penalty is given. How Baladevi get free kick, not a penalty in third goal? Sachin, I didn't see the foul. I've just seen the goals. So therefore, you can give an indirect free kick. Most probably that was the case. I don't know, again, for infringement, but I didn't see the match, so therefore I can't comment on that. So international friendlies have ended. Looking for some quality games in ISL. Was red card justifies Northeast player touched the ball? That's the question. Was it a touch, or did he just keep it there? That's the first one. The second one, did he say something to the? So therefore, I'm not sure why that red card was given, or that second yellow. Anav the Ashish is saying that FSDL is waiting for the Supreme Court verdict on new constitution. Okay, if that's his opinion. Again, there are no conversations happening between AIFF and FSDL, and therefore, guys, when there is an update, I will tell you. Sir, any comment on new coach of East Bengal? Oscar half his career so far, he was with Basundhara Kings in the league, where hardly two to three teams have competition. Get on there. I think he was earlier in India. He coached Sporting Club de Goa. I had at the time even though I'd left Mumbai City, I'd recommended him to the people at Mumbai City to sign him, which they did. And thereafter he also worked at Mumbai FC in the I League. Oscar is a good coach, wants to play in a certain style, in a certain way, and that would be interesting to see if the team can quickly learn, and implement it. And that's something which is interesting to see, because East Bengal haven't settled. They've brought in a lot of players, but the team is not settled at the moment. A lot of people seem to be taken back because of 5 at back. Right now, it's important the best football Manolo can bring out with current players. People would express dominate Malaysia and play attacking football. Anyone who expects us to dominate Malaysia and play attacking football, sorry to say that, doesn't understand football. We're not in that situation. We are in a rebuilding phase, and to me, again, we need to live in reality, guys. I always say that we need to live in reality in Indian football. A lot of people are dreaming. I don't know, let's wait and see what happens. Why Bose not Sana? He's fast, which will compensate Bheke being slow, as both Bheke and Bose are slow. Blue, I don't know what I don't know what the logics are of the coach. That has to be asked to the coach. The only logic to me is maybe that Sana is not playing at BFC at the moment. That is a factor, I guess. And he has not played much for BFC this season. He's been rather a bench player because Rahul Beke has come in. So therefore, that might be a reason. I don't know if that's the reason, but that might be a reason. So that that Sana is not playing as much. as he needs to, for the coach to sort of look at him and and use him. 25 minutes plus. Those of you who might be new to the channel, welcome to arunfoot. My name is Arun Chaudhary. Today, welcome from New Delhi. Yes, I'm in a hotel here for a couple of days, and then I head to Calcutta on Saturday. Looking forward to catching the derby. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. 12 likes so far of this video. If you like it, this discussion, do share it as well. And if you like the channel, do subscribe. 1,835 subscribers. So thank you, all those of you. Wouldn't FIFA ban us again if the Supreme Court gets involved? Rishabh, currently the Supreme Court is involved. We are not banned yet, but the question is if that constitution which has been put forward will be sent to FIFA and cross-checked by FIFA. I think that was the only criteria after the ban that happened in 2022. And therefore, let's see what the Supreme Court, what the government of India do. And I hope, So therefore, that's something which is, let's wait and see what happens. How was the flight? Can you recommend using Vistara to Delhi? Roshan, yes, if you're flying to Delhi, we were lucky. You might have read it. There was a bomb scare on the flight, the parallel flight to Mumbai. But Vistara, good service. Flown quite a lot of Vistara, not a lot, but quite a bit with Vistara domestically in India. But yeah, the service is really, really good, and I liked it. Why we always get dominated when the opponent team substitute players after playing some good football in patches? We get completely lost in time and we always finish poorly. Chetan, I guess we're not ready. We're not 90 minutes match fit, I feel. How the hell people are expected nationally to dominate against Malaysia? Akash, good question. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It baffles me, right? I'll be quite shocked if a national can make a 2-2 draw. Akash, why not? I think draw, win, why not? Everything is possible. Only time I remember we finished the match late was against Afghanistan in qualifiers. That's Sahal ball. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chetan, I remember that. Sir, which hotel you on Delhi? Given rare, not something that I would like to talk about publicly. So I hope you understand. I get from Musa Bhai that Pakistan player gave a back pass and keeper collected. Okay, that was the indirect free kick. Okay, if you do that, that's not a penalty. That's an indirect free kick, and therefore Bala Devi got the chance to score of that. So when is the next AIFF president elections? Good question. I do not know. I think it's also linked to the constitution. Supposedly the current body is an interim body, and then once the elections are held and once the new constitution comes in, there should be another election. But of course that has not happened now for a while. So therefore, let's wait and see. What happens. The thing is, Thailand game in Asian Cup has made many fans turn to Indian football as support increased from that scenario. We had high hopes so that total points are hurting the whole fan base. Abhishek, it happens, right? I mean, India is not a nation where, where football success has been there for decades in the sense, right? People sell us small little things as huge success. And therefore, the Thailand game gave us a glimmer of hope. Even the match against the UAE, we were very, very good. We just didn't win it. So therefore, we need to work hard every day, week in, week out. Let's wait and see. Good evening, sir. Hope you're doing well. Experienced any jet lag? Ishan, no, actually. The only thing is what I felt was it was quite hot, 30 plus degrees. It's something which I experienced, I think, for 2 or 3 days in Germany this summer. So therefore, for me, it was quite hot. Had a shower already twice. Will most probably take one before I go to sleep. I'll go to sleep early for the conference tomorrow. So therefore, no jet lag. But had some nice food, some good food. I think people might have seen it on my Insta. And had something from Kareem's in the evening. So yeah, had a nice day of meetings and food. Well, now I checked the AFC roadmap for ISL I-League. It's really good. According to that, we should have 16 teams now. Promotion relegations. How the hell FSA messed this up? Akash, it's not now. As someone who's worked on that roadmap, I'm one of the authors of the FIFA AFC roadmap. 16 was recommended, but 16 wasn't recommended. I think relegation was supposed to be recommended from 16 teams as well, even though some people wanted from 14. Let's see. Let's wait and see. It's taking time. They've not messed it up. We have to be also honest enough that Indian football has lost 2 years due to COVID. That's also another reality, if I or you like it or not. Therefore, it's taking more time, and therefore, let's wait and see when the roadmap is completely implemented. Another weekend match days will help to spend more time on tactical coaching by coach on players like match day -1 training. It will help our players and matches will be more competitive. I don't think so, Kumar. If you see some teams get less days and then in the next cycle they get some more days, it evens out. So I don't think that weekend matches would ensure that there would be more time to train. They get enough time between travels. It's one of the reasons, a lot of people speak about. I think if you look at it from a football management perspective, and again, I talk like we were talking about AFC, and look at the players and FIFA going against FIFA, the leagues. Again, the players want more and more money, and again, look at the footballers. The footballers they play the least number of matches compared to other sports. And basketball, they sometimes play like, I don't know, 3-4 matches in a few days. If you look at Olympic competitions, you play 7 matches in 9 or 10 days in hockey, handball, and other sports. So therefore, I don't think that's the reasoning. The coaches get enough time to work on things if they utilize their time smartly. Sir, do you think we will ever get lucky in the qualification draw like this team? I mean, even after bad performances were in the third round till before 30 minutes. Chetan, we have ourselves to blame. We worked towards getting into a better group. We did, but we didn't get the results. And that's at the moment, I think, the only thing that counts, in my opinion. That if we want to be getting results, then we have to be better and not sort of trying with jugaad and try to work around the rankings. It's not going to help us in the long run. What was our FIFA ranking when you started supporting Indian national team? Don't remember what it was in 98, 99. I would have to guess. I don't actually know. I think it's a back 3-5. Anush should be playing at center. He can cover the other two. Against Malaysia, we can win with Farooq looking promising, making those runs. Just hoping the defense doesn't fall apart. Rushabh, they've got PC wingers, not to forget. If you look at last year's Madika Cup game, I think we shouldn't underestimate, let's wait and see. So you would obviously know the football connection of Kareem's. I heard about it from Novi sir. Yes, Ishan, I did. And the person who first took me to Kareem was actually Novi Kapadia. I don't even know, most probably close to 20 years back. Novi, after a game at the Ambedkar Stadium, I think, was it DCM Trophy or was it Durand Cup? I think it was a Durand Cup game. Novi took us there, and yeah, it was quite impressive. So what do you think led AFC to change the foreigners rule, no limit on foreigners in playing 11? Ishan, there were conversations with certain countries and certain leagues, and there was the desire to try and enhance and strengthen the AFC Champions League. And I think that's one of the reasons that has been taken, and because of that, the AFC has changed the rule. I'm not a big fan of it. I think allowing six foreigners in the playing 11 should be enough. But again, that's the AFC sees it differently, and I think the East Asian countries are not going to do that. The Japanese, the Koreans will play their own players. The Chinese, if they have the depth in regard to finance, I think would also play more foreigners as well. But yeah, let's wait and see how this evolves and develops. So is our pot 1 spot confirmed? If I've read the gap between India and Malaysia, then yes. Will you see us to send an FC national team for KAFA and ASEAN competitions? Akash, they need to invite us. ASEAN doesn't invite external teams, as far as I know. And if they would invite teams, I don't know, would it be us? And Kafa, I don't also see them. They play the smaller tournaments and they're happy with it. So I don't see us playing any of those competitions. I think ISL shouldn't cross 14 team mark after next year until ISL becomes a bit stable. Then we can think of 16, which take a couple of years, in my opinion. But I think teams should be increasing gradually. Rishabh, to me, the problem is we have too many teams in the top 2 tiers of Indian football. If you ask me, 13, 14 teams in the ISL are to me, I think a 10-team league with teams playing each other thrice before the playoffs, that I think would work. But again, I'm not sure if it is the best thing and the best way. But to me, if you ask me, that would be something to think about and look at. And at the moment, 14 teams, 16 teams, something rather which I think is a long term. And I-League, yes, I-League, maybe I-League you could do a East-West or a North-South sort of division in the I-League and play like a conference like they do in North America. Maybe that work, but we've seen last season, for example, Niroka and Trau were passengers with the problems that they had in the state. So I don't know. Did you watch today's ISL game? Yes, I did, and particularly in a player that has impressed you this season. Ishan, up to there, I would have said Jitin, but he didn't impress me. OFC doesn't have a fixed spot for FIFA World Cup, right? Why is that so? Why would OFC? No, OFC has one, right? Or if you're Oceania, right? Oceania have a fixed spot. I think Auckland City. I thought Auckland. Wait, let me just. I think Auckland City is part of the FIFA Club World Cup, isn't it? Or am I wrong? Yeah, Auckland City is part of it. They have a spot. They have a spot in there. Next season of ISL happening or not? Asking because you are in India and you have contact in AIFF people. Man, it's not up to the AIFF, it's up to Reliance, and I haven't spoken to people in the AIFF. You know? People needs to accept the reality that pot 1, pot 2, pot 3 doesn't matter. Good football from a national team side matters. Yes, Akash, totally agree with you. Watched Olympic hockey and I thought we are winning gold this time. Same thing what was happening every match. Worst teams. If Germany doesn't last quarter, we are better than Germany in the whole match. But Germany showed mentality and completely move us out of the game skill-wise. We were at the same level. Chicken, I don't agree with you. I thought if you look at that Olympics hockey semi-final, I thought Germany were overall the better team. Had a good start. India turned things around, and then in the end, Germany got the result. Skill-wise, yes, but I think, as you say, not only mentality, but I think from a tactical standpoint, and also from the, giving that last effort bit, So therefore, let's see. OFC has one fixed spot. Yes, they have, Chetan, right? Yeah. Not for the Club World Cup, Country World Cup. So yeah, Ishan, again. To me, Oceania is the weakest in the whole lot, and therefore that is why they don't have a fixed spot in the World Cup. So it'll be interesting to see if New Zealand can make it and turn it around and qualify for the World Cup. How do you rate India's 5-2 victory against Pakistan? Good, bad, ugly? Does it redeem 17-0 ignominy? Arijit, that 17-0 was against a Japanese side. Which is out of our class. So I think that comparison, in my opinion, that comparison doesn't hold and doesn't work. On the other side, to me, again, 5-2. I take the 5-2 against Pakistan because I wasn't sure where our women stand. So therefore, I take that result. I take that 5-2, and therefore I hope we will be better in the next game. But it was important that we win today. I think the playoffs should just. I think the playoffs should be just scrapped with the Shield winner is already given a 2 spot. Don't see any point in a playoff. Rishabh, if you had said this 10 years ago, I would agree with you. if you ask me from that perspective. But now, having looked at the ISL and looked at the way the ISL has sort of evolved over the last decade, some of the best matches in the last 10 years have been in the playoffs. Look at last season, Mumbai's a sensational comeback from 2 goals down to win 3-2 in Goa. The controversy around Sunil Chetri's free kick against Kerala Blasters. So or early on also, some of the comebacks from Chennai and this and that, everything. So some great matches in the playoffs, and I think we should keep playoffs because it adds another layer and it adds a lot of interest amongst fans who might not be actually watching. So therefore, in an Indian context, I think the playoffs should remain. If ISL remains there, maybe massive changes. What do you think? What changes, Mark? Tell me what changes do you think? I'm not sure. AIFF should not lay down in front of FSTL during negotiations. Revenue sharing should be the first priority with proper schedule for AFC games. What revenue sharing, Akash? What revenue sharing? They give them 50 crores with nothing in return. Right? I mean, what? And what AFC games? The scheduling is done accordingly. This is it. Guys, what is the problem? What is now the problem? Right? Some of you seem to see problems where there aren't problems. So how does AFC make its money? Does the money trickle down to the grassroots of other countries except India? Sean, the AFC makes money by selling its rights for its competitions through sponsorship. And it is handed out to national federations. What the national federations then do is theirs. There are certain programs which, of course, are youth development, grassroots, coaching, refereeing, and that's where the help is coming. Greece beat England. Any upset? Oceania has one problem. Sport driving New Zealand. I want Fiji, Vanuatu, or Solomon to beat Kiwis. Is that possible? What's our fee chances to qualify? Yeah, Greece beating England, of course, is an upset. And can the smaller islands upset New Zealand? Yeah, maybe 100 matches. Maybe that one match might be there. Let's wait and see. Now that FSL extends the contract, they should try to ask to build academy by the club or strong youth teams to reduce the inflation of players for the next 10 years. Kumar, that's not going to happen. What was nice to see was Northeastern playing in Shillong. The crowd went mad after the goals as well as after the red card. Northeast didn't play in Shillong. Northeast will play in Shillong next year, Ishan. They haven't played in Shillong so far. Any update on I-League schedule? Meena, I've not heard anything on the I-League so far. Just heard that it will start sometime in November. I mean, someone has even said that they might start in Jan, so let's wait and see. Your opinion about awful state of Mumbai City Academy, even though being a CFG club and a bad coach like Mohan has thus still being contract with the club, massive failure from FC's management. The focus has been not the academy. Let's be honest about it, right? They've brought in some talented players, but that's rather for the first team. But on the other side, on the grassroots, but yeah, the academy is not working the way it should. Do you have any update on master rights agreement renewal? Ishan, there are no talks going on. Do you think HL can succeed? Blue, it's the third time that hockey is trying to have a league. So therefore, we'll have to see what hockey, if Hockey India does its things right. Bangladesh is touted as favorites, but they're 146. They're saying they are tougher than India. Why is this? Or just because in recent past, Bangladesh have beaten India, right? So therefore, they could be seen as favorites in this upcoming game. And also, can more matches in us bring physicality to our players? The number of matches don't change the physicality of our players, at least in my opinion. Second, explain what is Matra right contract FSL once and if it happens. Master rights is a contract. It's just the name of the contract. The master's rights agreement is the name of the contract, which is currently there, and they just want to renew it, maybe change. So therefore, that's about it. Probably the best player from Mumbai City FC Academy is in I-League 2. It's just embarrassing how they just don't care. Crazy Ash, yeah, do they care? Do they not care? Again, that's your opinion. Maybe that they surely care, but maybe that is not the focus area of the club, of the team. Your opinion on today's India versus Pakistan match? I'm happy. India won, and that's something. Let's see. I get it. Playoffs probably generates the most interest drama, but it will offset with every point being important last couple of match days. I think we proper league to attract European football fans. I think if it's playoffs or no playoffs doesn't matter. European football fans is not, for them. Is that a criteria? Because we have a proper league, right? Will Northeast United get high altitude advantage? Shillong is a little higher. Is it an advantage? I don't know. We've never spoken about Aizawl or Imphal about that. So do you think the AIFF players realize that their good days can end very soon in case FSL doesn't renew back to I-League only then? I don't think so. I don't think the players realize where they are sort of stuck at this moment. A lot of them, of course, with high valued contracts. Not sure. Not really sure if they get where they stand, so therefore, if the ISL disappears, I don't know where we will end. It's to me, it's very difficult to say. I don't know. I'm not sure where we would end up and where we'd stand. I think that's the big challenge, I think, for Indian football. And very difficult to say, in my opinion. Even matches on weekends. Yeah, I know what you say, but I realized today, again while I was traveling back in the car, that I rather have, in the ISL context format, I'm fine with matches not taking place parallelly, but rather matches happening, so therefore, from that perspective, yeah, it's the way it is in the ISL. How India's women, Nepalese women, even Pakistan women players play in top Premier clubs in Europe? How are men from South inferior to women talent? I would say yes, because I think the gulf in standard in women's football is not as much. That's the reality. Even they are not taking I-League seriously. Yeah, Meena, it seems to be a problem, right? And these people, if FSDL pull out, supposed to run the ISL, very difficult in my opinion. So, what do you take on FC Goa employee owner sharing details about costs of renting a stadium in Tripura? I guess is the only team having their own stadium. These are realities. These are realities of, every club, except as you mentioned rightly, Jamshedpur FC has to rent. Let's see if anything happens. They had this interesting conference in Goa, but I'm not sure if something will change. Another moving matches to the weekend will increase the stadium attendance. Pushkar CEO is saying FC Goa attendance dwindling. It does, Kumar. There are matches taking place at the weekend. Are those 5 o'clock matches fuller than matches happening on a Wednesday or a Thursday evening? Even East Bengal and Mohun Bagan have played on a weekend and they have not attracted more fans. So this logic doesn't work. Sorry. Again, it doesn't work in an Indian context. Are Brazil back after 6-0 victory? Could Bolivia make it? Venezuela doing it? Also China beating Indonesia, kind of a minor upset. Orijit, if we look at the last 2 matches, you would say China beating Indonesia is an upset, but I don't think so. So for me, no. And yeah, Brazil. Let's wait and see. They're not the best. By the way, nice to hear Pradyum ready on comms again. A coach's point of view is always interesting. Also, he doesn't hold his punches, called out one of the referee's mistake regarding time wasting. Yeah, Pradyum, of course, coach's point of view, but again, he's a CEO now. So, yeah, to have people like Pradyum, Robin Singh, in my opinion at least, is good to hear on the comms. Sir, India में एशियन में किसी भी कंट्री से ज़्यादा एकेडमी है, पर हमें यहाँ प्लेयर्स अच्छे क्यों नहीं होते? Zigzag, the number of academies don't decide the quality. It's about the quality, not the quantity. In India, we've gone for quantity rather than for quality. Do you think youth football should be hyper-local? Not hyper, they can be local, but there needs to be a connect to the regional, and then to the zonal, and then to national level. 50 plus minutes, guys. Sorry. Those of you maybe new to the channel, welcome. This is Anav Chaudhary. You are on my YouTube channel, arunfoot. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and spread the word about it to other people if you like what you're hearing. And yes, and also like this video. 1,837 subscribers. Thanks everyone who's subscribing. And 17 likes so far. Not the best, guys. I think we can do better. And also watch the short videos that I make on the channel. I've made one on Thomas Tuchel being appointed England manager. Did one yesterday in regard to the question, is the AFC biased against Indian football? Before that, Baichung versus Kalyan Chaube. So do have a look at those ones as well, and do support the channel. And as always, thank you to those of you who are supporting and watching and supporting as in watching, as I always like to say. Sir, आप रोज लाइव आया करो. Meena, I try. As I said yesterday, I couldn't do it from Frankfurt Airport. Tomorrow I'm at a conference, so tomorrow won't. Let's see. The day after I'm traveling to Kolkata, so that might be a little tough. So let me see. On the days I can, I will surely do that. But it won't be able every day. Possible. Sorry. What's the ratio of clubs earning money from a match day to rent on that match, or is it a stadium that is rented for the entire season? The stadiums are rented for entire season, and none of the clubs make money on match days. The ticket prices are too low for that. The rents very often are too high. Who are top tier players who can replace Chetri Bhutia or I am Vijan? Arijit. I'm Vijan Bhutia replacement for Sunil, and there are players, but yeah, the regular ones whose names have been the one or the other guy who even I've interviewed or watched old videos where I mentioned those names. हमें और कितने साल लगेंगे जापान और कोरिया का लेवल पे जाने पे? Zigzag, I don't, maybe never. We might never go to that level. Let's be honest about it. The level is insane that the Japanese and Koreans have in football. Sir, has any major club of the world tried a model that isn't paid to play in India or anywhere else in the world where it works for a country of our caliber? Do it in Africa. A lot of them do it in Africa, but that's more because they want to attract the talent from there. Another, does Indian football have only had bad news every day, every minute, every second? Kumar, not everything is bad, but again, we're going through a phase where things aren't the best, and that's the reality of how things are, right? In my opinion, that's one of the problems that we face, right? That's one of the problems that we are in at the moment. Which state association you think is working best than others, if not better than AIFF? Mizoram has done quite a lot of things right over the last decade, and more than a decade. Karnataka has done certain things right. Manipur on and off. Odisha, yeah, a few. Commentators were saying Pak overseas players were underestimating India. Pak team had 10 overseas players. He was calling it an upset as India won. Do you agree? Arijit, I haven't seen the match. I've just seen some highlights. I don't think they underestimated India, and just, if overseas players will normally increase the quality, but the question is how Pakistan is not a settled team, men's or women's, and that's I think their biggest problem that they're facing. KV filled the most fans, right? Even they don't earn money from ticket sales. Yes, Rushabh, that's right. They earn money from ticket sales, but they spend more than they earn. So, आपको क्यों लगता है कि हम कभी भी जापान और कोरिया के लेवल पे नहीं जा पाएंगे, because they are at the level for us, first of all, to get, we to speak about Japan and Korea, they're trying to get to the world level. We are not even close. We need to try and get to the Asian level. And I think that's the challenge that we face at the moment, that we're not even near that level, right? That's the challenge. And at the moment, yeah, that's where we need to work on. And therefore, for me, that's something which we need to get to, and we're not done, let's see where we go. Do you think Kian will not fit in Owen's tactics as he prefers physical players? Looks like it. It's not just Kian, even Gurkirat at the moment not getting much match time. Doesn't look good for those players, because both Kian and Gurkirat need game time, and they're not getting it at Chennaiyin at the moment, right? Irfan Yadwad is getting a lot of time, so interesting to see how this continues. It's a challenge, and yeah, for these young players. Surprisingly, Namte is the one who is actually the most convincing so far amongst the youngsters who've joined Chennai in the summer. Diamond Harbour now promoted to I-League. No, Arijit, they are promoted to I-League 2. So they played in I-League 3 and got promoted from I-League 3 to I-League 2. So they're an I-League 2 club now. Just quickly, a sip of water, guys. One sec. Sorry, just to stay a little hydrated. Inviting Central Asian teams instead of Kuwait would be great for both men's and women's. Imagine India versus Kazakhstan, European team. If should look into it. Yeah, Arijit, it's not so easy just to say, listen, we want to host you. You want to play us. There are certain criteria, so therefore, it's not so easy for us just to say, listen, Kazakhstan, we want to play you. And they say, yeah, of course, India, we're waiting for you. Not so easy. I think we have to be honest to ourselves. There are not many countries who are waiting to play us on a regular basis. If you look at none of the top teams want to play us in Asia. Right? Let's be honest about that. सर जापान में जर्मनी का मॉडल अप्लाई किया है, तभी उनकी प्लेयर्स ज़्यादा बुंदेसलीगा में खेलते हैं, तो इंडिया में न्यू AIFF प्रेसिडेंट को इसके बारे में सोचना चाहिए. Japan has implemented its own model. I don't know where you get that they've implemented the German model. Japan's model is what youth development is built on schools. Germany is not built on schools. Germany is built on clubs. So therefore, I don't know where you got that info from, but that is not true. That is not right. The information is wrong. Yeah. If you haven't, just a quick update for the day. We've seen India win 5-2 against Pakistan in the SAF championships. And Chennaiyin FC scored a 3-2 win away to Northeast United in Guwahati. So that's quite a big win, I would say. Two of the wings. Yeah, they're now on 7 points, drawing Hyderabad away. So we've got 7 out of 9 points from their first 3 away games. So yeah, Owen Coyle's magic seems to be back in the Indian Super League. Wait 1 second. Sorry. And now I heard some weird things about Diamond Harbour, that they're paying some insane amount of money to players which are owned by Mamata Banerjee's nephew. Yeah, Mamata Banerjee's nephew. I mean, it's not a secret. If they're paying insane salaries, who is not paying insane salaries in an Indian context, right? So yeah, can't we have New Zealand, Malaysia regular as opponents? India should be able to draw Tajikistan, Pakistan. Why do you want a regular opponent? We should be playing, XYZ whenever we get the chance. I don't like the idea of a regular opponent. I want to play whoever we can play and whoever suits us. Do you think Kalyan Chaubey is good for AIFF president? you I think zigzag. Sorry. I think Kalyan has to prove it. There's a lot of decision. Yeah. But you know, it's certainly a challenge. It's certainly a challenge for him to be better. And linked to it about Baichung, just to be critical about the current AIFF doesn't qualify you to be AIFF president. Baichung, then also has to say what he would change, what he would try and improve. I think that's the biggest challenge that Bhutia would have if he wants to be the AIFF president, right? So therefore, yeah, let's wait and see what he can do and what he can't do. But let's see if people would be willing to vote for him. Another candidate, Amar become AIFF president general secretary. Kumar, in theory, yes, why not? But he's now a minister in Mizoram, so I don't see him being in a position to become secretary president. I don't know if he can again. Then people say again a politician being elected. But Tete for me, yeah, is certainly one of the most knowledgeable people when it comes to football in India, in regard to, and also how he's developed a state like Mizoram from being nowhere to being what Mizoram is today. So therefore, yeah. Do you think if India draws Pakistan Asia Cup, would it make qualifiers important? India, Pakistan are in pot 1 and 4 respectively, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's going to make it important or not. We saw the hype around the SAF match last year, the opening match. But I think it would be tougher for us now to, if you host Pakistan is one thing, but to go and play in Pakistan with Stephen Constantine as the coach, not an easy task. I think any team, doesn't matter if it's pot 1, 2, 3, 4, which, any team in this draw is difficult for us. That's the reality of things at the moment, I think, for the Indian national team. If I or you like it or not, reality. It's quite harsh on Indian football. We have to prove March onwards that we are capable of getting results in regard to making it to the next level. So therefore, let's wait and see. Do you think CFC is playing too direct? Is it their style or they are too rusty? I think it's their style. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but to me, it looks like that's the style of Owen Coyle. To me, at least it looks like it's the style of Owen Coyle. So therefore, yeah. You think Kalyan has to go? Then who has to stay? Who has to go? Difficult to say. I think a lot of people had a lot of expectations, which in the first instance were unrealistic. I think people didn't understand what Kalyan and the others did at the AIFF. Praful and the others did. And yeah, let's wait and see. Is it easy to become an AIFF president if you have political power? Lobbying should be done to get votes. It's not easy to become an AIFF president. It's a challenge in itself. Yes, votes are counted, of course. But to me, I think the real challenge is to try and get and organize the votes to be able to. Yeah. What about I-League? I-League it's just alive, right? I feel just about surviving. So therefore, yeah, more needs to happen. Yes, but in JFC also used to create chances through build-up also. Not, it seems like Khalid Jamil level haram ball. Practical, right? Away matches. Today's match, some kind of ping-ponging in midfield when one of them scored a goal. Yeah, Abhishek, it was a lot of ups and downs. Sam from Uttar Pradesh, I want Tetamar as the AIFF president. Okay, zigzag. If India is in pot 1, do we have a realistic chance? Commentators were saying other teams would love to have India as pot 1 team in their group. Yeah, Arijit, we are not rated as highly as we think we are. Does Reliance got good quality coaches? Yeah, they have good quality coaches and the Reliance Foundation. Fair enough. With Super Cup going to get conducted, there are contradictory reports about it. We'll have to wait and see what happens, if the AIFF is going to do it or not. But again, we know that the AIFF has financial issues, financial problems, and those are impacting the things that the federation is doing or not doing. So therefore, in my opinion, we'll have to wait and see what the federation does with the Super Cup. It's baffling how a lot of countries have improved who are in top 15, who are at similar level or just better ranking. Just they show the whole picture. But again, what just went wrong even with ISL? It's not a question of ISL. I think it went wrong at grassroots and youth level. I think that's our biggest problem that we don't discuss. The coaching at grassroots and youth level. And yeah, it's a challenge. It's a challenge that better players need to be produced at grassroots level with the basics. Kudos to Chennaiyin. They have sustained the pressure with 10 men. Yeah, they did. Did they sustain the pressure? I think Northeast United were not smart enough. They were just too ogre either. Oh, now why they suddenly remove Isaac Duro? Technically, what's the point of bringing him? Kumar, why they removed him? Don't know. Happened at the time. Why did they bring him? Because they needed a technical director, and Isaac applied for the job. We should have allowed I-League champions to play in SAF Club Cup. Arijit, it doesn't exist. The SAF Club Cup doesn't exist. How can we send an Indian champion, even if it's I-League, to the SAF Club Cup, which doesn't exist? But how will they get AFC spot then to Durand winners? No, I don't. Durand winners, I don't think so. Again, let's wait and see. The AIFF, I think, will be forced to hold the Super Cup. But again, I think they're trying to save money, and there are serious financial implications at the moment around the federation. I think every pot 2, 3, 4 team wants India in their group, but they underestimate India. Zigzag, do they really underestimate India, or are we that kind of a team that everybody wants to play at the moment? That's I think the question we need to ask. What keeps you supporting each day passing for Indian football? I don't know. Very difficult, but the fight goes on. The fight never ends. The struggles continue. My hopes are there that things will, that we change things for good. But the struggles never end. The struggles never end, and they continue. True, though. Yeah. At least, yeah. Did you expect the 2019 Thailand? Renal, I thought it was possible for us to beat Thailand. Yes, that I think, but I never thought that we would beat them 4-1 and beat them in the way we beat them. We beat them in style. Also, according to commentators, men's soccer, Bhutan is improving rapidly, but Nepal is deteriorating. Maldives too are stagnant. Yeah, you have ups and downs. Now that everyone knows what is the problem is coaching. Everyone is hiding in the grass, acting like everything is right. Kumar, not everybody knows that. I mean, if everybody would know that, ask people. You know people in Indian football, who can you ask? I'm asking because you others make assumptions or think to know things. A lot of people think that things in coaching are right. We do have a case of जैसे talent बड़ा हुआ है. Most of these really talented players don't pursue or just don't get the right opportunity, don't get nurtured properly. Do we really have those talented players, Rishabh, who are not coming through the system? That would be also a question. Do we really have that talent that we are producing or that we're losing? Why Super Cup is important when we have Durand Cup? I'm asking about your views. Durand Cup is unimportant, Akash. It's a pre-season tournament. Why we're bringing the Super Cup, Durand Cup into the Super Cup discussion? The Super Cup or the Federation Cup, whatever you want to call it, is our national FA Cup. We need to see it from that perspective. And from that perspective, we're not using the tournament at the moment. We are the weakest in pot one, so obviously everyone will want to play us, and at this point we can lose against anyone. Blue, that's the problem. That is our problem. That sums up where our problem lies, that we are struggling, Let's see where we go. I think Malaysia is better than current Indian team. Even Sri Lanka might beat in India. Don't know Pak, but with Hamza, Bangladesh will be dangerous. Arjit, again, this is all theoretical talk. Let matches be played, and then we'll know who is better and who is not. Under Manolo, passing the game, India will improve till the Asian qualification. Zigzag, I would hope so. I would wish so, but I don't know if it's going to happen. That's the challenge with all of these, right? That we don't know if it will happen the way we think it could happen, right? So therefore, in my opinion, we have to wait and see. We have to wait and watch and see if things really evolve the way I wish and hope things are evolving, right? That's the challenge. That's the whole challenge in all of this at the moment. That is Indian football really developing the way we hope? It's not an easy one. It's not an easy one at all, and therefore, something that we need to keep in mind. So therefore, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see what really happens. But we only have one more match before qualifier starts, right? So less time. Blue, everybody has 2 or 3 matches max, right? As 2 matches max. So let's hope that the AIFF organizes 2 matches in November, and then we'll see. How do you feel when India lost to Afghanistan in 2024 and Guam in 2015? Guam, at that time when we lost to Guam, I felt bad. I really felt bad. Afghanistan, I wasn't confident we could beat Afghanistan. If you ask me, I was not confident that we would beat Afghanistan. But yeah. Malaysia 3 was South Korea 3. That's why I said Malaysia better. India versus South Korea might result in 7. Arijit, that was in some other day and age. Old results don't matter, and it's not theoretical that these results will result in other results. So therefore, let's wait and see. Yes, so now for Mumbai, I can say for sure in every corner there are talented kids, but sadly you fail in bringing them into the system for tons of reasons. Yes, there are talented kids. Are they really talented as we think they are? That's my question. Now the Candid Cup be conducted as a Super Cup, asking amateur players that can ever wash off their hands? I don't think so, Kumar. The Candid Cup is a pre-season tournament. Let's keep it as that. It's organized by the army, and the National Cup has to be organized by the National Federation, so not happening. After Thailand U17 International UAE 7, what will be the chance of India 7 Asian qualification? Exact. It's a friendly, and it wasn't a thrashing. It's a 4-2. 4-2 to me is not a thrashing. The fact India didn't qualify for round 3 is considered an upset. Feels great now. Is it an upset? I don't know. We are now in a phase that we can't cement ourselves any of the top tier teams in Asia. We need to push ourselves 100%. We need to push ourselves massively to be anywhere near bigger teams in Asia, Abhishek. That's I thought, if I look at 2019, if I look at the Asian Cup, I thought we were further down the road. So that's the challenge that we will have to face. And at the moment, I don't see us being that much better to be able to say, you know what, we are there. We can pick on better teams on the continent. So therefore, these are real issues and problems where we need to be realistic and say, listen, we now have a new coach, we have a new manager. Let's see what Manolo can do. So therefore, support Manolo, support the team, let him try and sort out things, and maybe, by March he has a better team at his disposal, which can then, in the name of the Indian national team, challenge whoever the opponents are, which we get drawn to. The next one, Sharji, probably not, but good coaching and a good club who can help you reach that level is sadly not there. Yeah, but Sunil is also a product of his own work. Changte is a product of his own work. So, yeah, let's see. One second. Why is it not showing? There it is. मुझे लगता हम प्लेयर में मेंटालिटी की कमी है, नहीं तो अगर मेंटालिटी होते तो यही प्लेयर सोचते कि जापान हो क्या कोरिया सबको हरा देंगे. I think that again mentality is one thing, zigzag, but the quality is more important in my opinion. We don't have the quality to take on Japan and Korea, you know. So yeah. Is too much coaching demos? I don't know. Not, I haven't heard that. That would be news to me, Arjit. A lot of players who plays good football who want to try don't even know how to make it. But Rishabh, yeah, you know, but that's not a reason, right? You know, what do you mean by good football, right? Are they good enough? Is it by playing good football at that level? Can they be pros down the road? That's the question. Another, can you bring Richard Hood? Richard was in Mizoram to teach coaches. Upon me, Kumar, as I've said, love to bring Richard or some other people as well, but at the moment, as I'm sitting here in Delhi, my timings in the last few weeks have been that way that I've not been able to do any kind of interviews. Mentality doesn't improve quality. Exactly, Akash. That's the thing. Mentality is nice to have. I want to see mentality, passion, but we don't have quality as well. That's also a reality. How much time does Steven take to improve India? Can Manu do it faster, or at least in the same pace? Steven needed 3-4 years. Yeah, 3-4 years to get to a better level. And both stints. Can Manu do it faster? I don't know. I think in Steven's case, we weren't the best, but I think the team wasn't in shambles, or Indian football wasn't so much in shambles as it is at the moment. So I'm not sure. Should academies focus more on physicality or technique for young players? Shivam, ideally it could focus on both the points with the different kind of players, because some players it's about physicality, some players it's about technicality, and some players it's both. So therefore these things need to be kept in mind. That's a very important fact in my opinion. In which tier is Exeter City playing? I don't know, once they drew Manchester United Old Trafford and beat them at their small ground. Don't know. Exeter is National League. I don't know, 4th tier, 5th tier. Don't know at the moment, Origin. 1 hour and 18 minutes plus. Slowly wanting to come to an end. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is Anawa Chaudhary. Welcome to arunfoot here on YouTube. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel and help us to keep on growing. 1,838 people, and keep on supporting the channel. Thank you to all of those of you who are doing that on a regular basis. Spread the word. Let more people join in the conversations. 20 likes so far for this video. I think we can do better. And and again, I said, keep on liking, keep on sharing, keep on supporting, keep on watching the videos. The Mustafa video hasn't gotten that much views. I think guys do watch it. And again, as I say, keep on supporting Indian football and keep on supporting arunfoot here on YouTube. Are we the worst in history of Indian football? At the moment, we were worse before. It's always difficult. Blue. We've always, which was our worst low, which was our biggest high. Yeah, we are in a difficult phase. We have to overcome it. It's not the first time we are in this. We've had multiple. I've seen at least a few over the last 25, 26 years, and we'll have more lows as well. Do you think we should have FA Cup-like structure where non-league clubs will have chance to draw top Indian clubs? Arjit, yes, but again, the AIFF doesn't have the money to organize a centralized Super Cup at the moment. So I think talking about an FA cup style tournament makes no sense. Now, can you tell one good thing legacy clubs did to Indian football? There's a certain interest in football because of these clubs. That is something which you can't take away from them. So that's one good thing, if you ask me. Good night, Blue. Yeah, I'm coming to an end. So as always, like, share, and subscribe arunfoot here on YouTube. On my other social medias, visit arunfoot.com. And I will most probably not be back tomorrow. Saturday, I'll try once I reach Kolkata, maybe to do a pre-derby live. I'm not sure if I can, but I'll try and do that. And now slowly again, yes, it's only 8 o'clock in Germany, but it's a little late in Indian standards. I'm gonna go off to sleep tonight a little early, and yeah, let me see if I can do a live tomorrow. Otherwise, I will most probably do one Saturday afternoon pre-derby, and I'll catch you then. As always, like, share, and subscribe arunfoot, and I will catch you here on my YouTube channel. Bye, and good night, everybody.